Hello, Mr. Martino here for your favorite teacher. Today we're going to look at simplifying expressions, which is part of our initial algebra. And we did an algebra video called Collecting Like Terms, which you can take a look at if you haven't as yet. This is going to follow on from that video. So today we're going to look at multiplying expressions. When we say multiplying expressions, it's multiplying things that have letters in them. Few things we need to know how to handle multiplying expressions. If I have a 3 times an A, it's written as 3A. If I have 12A times 3A, we can actually write it as 36A squared because the 12 and the 3 are multiplied together as just normal numbers, and the letters that are the same are multiplied together, and A times A is A squared. So 12A times 3A would be 36A squared. If I have two letters that are multiplied, we just put them together. So A times B is equal to AB. And finally, if I have several letters multiplied together, I need to use the power if necessary. So A times A is A cubed, and B times B is B squared. So we put them together as A cubed B squared. So you can now try simplifying these expressions. As usual, if you are not too sure, you can start off on the red, and if you feel a little more confident, you can start off on the green. This should take you between 8 to 10 minutes, and you can pause the video at this point in time until you're ready to go to the answers. Okay, now we're going to go to the answers. So for multiplying expressions, these are the answers. Check to see whether you've got it correct. If you haven't got all correct, you can always go back and try and redo it again and see if you come up with the right answers. So that was multiplying expressions. The next thing we're going to do is dividing expressions. When we divide expressions, it's similar to what we did with multiplying, except we're going to do divisions. So let's take an example of how we're going to do a division of two expressions. In this example, we have 20A cubed B squared divided by 5AB. On the right, I've opened it up a little bit in terms of how we would actually have those things multiplied. And we are now going to do the actual division. We start off with doing the division of the numbers first. So 5 goes into 20 4 times. I can then cancel off every letter that I have multiplied below by a similar letter on top. So in this case, I have an A on top and an A below, so I cancel the 2. I also have a B on top and a B below, so I cancel those 2. So what I'm left with is my answer. In this case, it's 4A squared B. So you can now try simplifying by dividing expressions. As usual, this should take between 8 to 10 minutes, and you can pause the video at this point until you're finished. Okay, we're going to now go to the answers. Check your answers to see if you've done the right thing. If you want to go back, you can always go back and try and redo questions. This has been Mr. Martineau for your favorite teacher. See you next time.